Hey there! It's finally time to bake Christmas cookies. This is something I look forward to all year round. I have been doing this for several years and I really wanted to share with you some of the tips and tricks that I use to make it a much more streamlined process. The first tip I would say is to definitely make sure your kitchen is clean the night before. It may seem like a very simple thing. Obviously, I'm going to clean my kitchen, right? But just having a clean sink, an empty dishwasher, and a clean trash barrel and clear counters makes a huge difference when you're waking up and you're going to start baking for the day. Number two is, I would say, to get all of the equipment necessary. So I'm going to show you how I have it set up here. I have all of my baking sheets out, any special cookie tins that I use, my mixer, food processor, measuring cups, measuring spoons, all of that stuff is on my counter and ready to go. And one of the things that I love that I'm going to show you is these parchment papers that are huge, and they go over your counters and over your table to make cleanup so much easier. So let me just show you what that looks like. What I do is I clear off my kitchen table, I put something down so nothing scratches the table, and I use these Wilton sheets that are huge and I put them on the counter and the table. That way I can put all of my cooling racks and other equipment that I'm going to need onto the table. I've got some baking sheets over. I have my mixer, my food processor, all ready to go. Along with all of my measuring spoons, measuring cups, all that stuff is ready to go. Tip number three is, I would say, to get all of your ingredients at the same time. So you want to have all of your ingredients that you're going to need for baking out and ready to go. It just makes it so much easier that you're not searching in cabinets every time you pour. Some chocolate chips, and all of the ingredients that I'm going to be using through the day. The next tip I would say is to just have a basic understanding of what ingredients you're going to be using. So if you're going to need, pecans or walnuts for several different recipes, just look at that ahead of time and chop up enough all at once so you don't have to do it several times throughout the day. It's definitely saved me a lot of time. The next thing that I would say from experience is to go over your ingredient lists a couple days in advance to make sure that you have everything that you need. I have been there so many times where I've gone to start baking, or I'm halfway through the recipe and I realize I don't even have a couple of the ingredients that I need and I've had to run to the store. So just try to avoid that if possible. Go through your ingredient lists in advance and then you'll be ready to bake. And then really the last thing that I wanted to say is think about what you're going to do for dinner that night. Tonight is an example. My husband is planning to stop and pick something up on his way home because he knows that, one, I'll be using the oven, two, the kitchen is going to be in a little bit of a chaos, and three, I'm going to be tired because I've been baking all day. So just plan that in advance so it's not dinner time and you're not stressed out about what you're going to be baking for your family for dinner. Really enjoy the process. If you love baking and if you love giving cookies as gifts to teachers, friends, family, then just enjoy the process. I love it. It's very relaxing to me. So I hope you got something out of this video, and I will see you back.